I am not money focused necessarily when it comes to that. Like, I just feel like the comedy industry needs like a boost. I'm only familiar with you guys through the dating void, and I've seen what you've done, and I've also seen the live shows, and I love it. New Zealand comedy, it's not very well represented online, and someone needs to bring it to the 21st century. The brand is the value. Because in my head, I was like, surely the social media brand is what you want. You want the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram clips. That's what I would assume is the value. Yeah. So this is what we need now.
Okay.
Need $1 million in cash and a helicopter.
People come and see me all the time trying to pitch me new business ideas. They have a full plan of how they want me to help, but you have to think about it from my perspective. I need to understand how it's going to scale, where's the money, or better yet, where's the opportunity. This isn't a podcast, this is a live pitch by Itay trying to pitch me on a new concept and a new show that he's trying to bring to life, where he wants the attention seeker to come to the party to help him produce it. It's a great insight to what an investor like myself looks for in a pitch before I will commit to the funds and the resources to help this person achieve their goals to ensure that there's something in it for me. So sit back and enjoy. All right, man. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Welcome.
Yeah. So I heard that you have a pitch for me.
Yeah.
So like, hit me with it. What do you want from me? How much money is it going to cost me?
Man, I don't know. We were just talking to Mia. She was like, he's got money.
Let's see.
So we're ready. I was actually going to bring like charts and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what, let me speak from the heart about this. But
Cool.
ChatGPT told me it was a bad idea. But I'll still try it. It's So the pitch is this. New Zealand comedy, right? It's not very well represented online. Yeah. And someone needs to bring it to the 21st century, or even the 20th century, or even the 19th century. But we're
just bring it.
We just bring someone bring it, bro.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is I've been cooking my own brand for the past 2 years. It's called. It's a show that I do. It's called Crowd Pleaser.
Okay.
And it's all about improvised comedy based on audience suggestions.
Yeah.
And there's heaps, this is where the charts would have come in handy, but there's heaps of like equivalents of that in the UK, in the States. Like Stand Up on the Spot is a very big one. They have like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, like 500,000 on Instagram. Like all their reels go viral essentially. Yeah. And their business model is very simple, really. It's you take famous comedians who never really want to do their stand-up on camera unless it's for themselves, right? So you actually just give them prompts that they don't ever talk about. So they don't care about it. They're like, oh yeah, well, you could put this online. This is not my material. Yeah. Comedians don't want to use their own material on someone else's platform.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right?
Yep.
You don't want to give your own product away for free to someone else.
Yeah.
So all it is you give them suggestions that are random, and then they riff on it. Can be funny, not funny. It's always funny. Like something will happen. If it's not funny, even that's funny. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you just do that, and essentially you kind of leverage their own social media because they get the clips, they share it to create like this third-party brand, which is the show. Yeah. And I've been doing it for 2 years. I've done about 8 shows. They've all sold out. Okay. I've had... This is the name drop moment. Yeah. I've had like basically I've had like all the big comics. Like I've had like Guy Williams, Guy Montgomery, Ray O'Leary, Pax Asadi, Jenny Tien. I don't know if you know. She's like from Oz. We had the Tom Cashman come through. Cool. Hey Hong. So like a bunch of like international comics. They come in. They jumped on the show. All the show's been great. Yeah. And I filmed them all on my phone. Yeah. So it's not really, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not putting this online. No. But the product is there. Like the show is like been refined over 8 shows, so like we know how to do it. Yeah. So this is what we need now. Okay. Need $1 million in cash and a helicopter.
Gosh, I'll make some phone calls.
Yeah, and I'll get you the product. Now, so what it is because the only way to grow, and I mean, obviously you know this, like the only way to grow is with social media. Yeah. Like you can't really do a live show if it doesn't have a digital footprint. Yeah. It doesn't really exist. Yeah. Right. So the way to do it would be you do a show. I call in all the favors. I get like some big comics on. Yeah. You have about 8 comics. Yeah. They each do about 5 minutes. So it's a quick show. It's not crazy. It'll be easy to sell. Yeah. Especially if like you film it, you know, you just kind of advertise it like that. Yeah. And then in terms of the content, right? If you think about it, you got 8 comics. If everyone just riffs even on like 3 or 4 topics, right? That's like 32 clips just there, which is a clip a day for a month. Yeah. and you kind of just have to assume one of those will go a little bit viral. You'll get a little bit of traction. You shoot a couple of those shows. Every show is like essentially in my head like a month worth of daily content. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say this on camera, but like the comics don't need to get paid. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they'll just do it for the clips. They do it for the content because they want it. That's the one thing we want. That's what everyone wants. So all you have to do is you film it. It could be a 2-camera setup. It doesn't even have to be crazy. You just need like something that's kind of cuttable. Couple mics on the audience, on the comic. That's all you need. Like it's very low budget. I mean, I guess the most difficult thing would be to get an editor, but not like it's not hard to edit. It's just you need someone to edit it, someone who kind of gets social media. I think I'm at the right place. So Abdel can do some stuff, you know. And so that's kind of the show. That's cool. That's my idea.
So how does the show? Like, let's dig into this a little bit. Okay, so where's the money?
The money is
tickets.
The money's in the tickets. You could charge at least $30 for a comedy show. You do a 100-seat venue. That's $3,000.
And where's the scalability of the money? So like, $3,000 probably
is not a lot.
Well, it's not bad money like for a night's worth of work, but once you put 8 people working that one night, then it's not enough. But if you did it low budget, you know, you just put your own cameras up, did some stuff, and you did it. You organised them. For $3,000, awesome.
Absolutely.
Why would you say no to that? $3,000 once a month for one show. You're having fun anyway. But how do you scale that $3,000? Like, how do you turn that $3,000 into 30 and that 30K into 300? How does that play out with this idea?
Bigger venues. That's how we would.
So the only real scalability outcome that we have is put more people into a venue for the show. Like, that's the only real way to scale it.
I think that's the only way to scale stand-up.
That when you let's park that for a bit. Cool. So we scale it. So what's the biggest venue you got in New Zealand? Well, in Auckland or
probably something like Sky City.
How big is that?
That's 700 seats.
700 seats. So then you're at like what, $21,000 for the night kind of thing. If $30. You might increase the ticket price too.
So like 50 or something.
So you might be like 35K for the night.
Okay.
So cool. Then for if you were to bring someone in to do the content and market it and do all those sorts of things, what's in it for that person? What's in it for us?
That's a good question.
What do I get? Do I get the $35,000?
No. You're gonna have a lot of money, to be honest. I'm just really after the clips, if that makes sense. Which like I'm not really. That's why I should not be pitching this. But like I am not money focused necessarily when it comes to that. Like I just feel like the comedy industry needs like a boost. I can't really do it myself. It's almost the thing. So I'm just trying to bring everyone up. I think if there's an avenue for comics to do that, more things will open up. Like any other industry, like it will just elevate. Like money will come in because comedy is lucrative. People do come to see comedy. It's just like in New Zealand, it's very like teetering on not successful.
But there's definitely a market for it. There's definitely a market for it. So what you're essentially saying there is like, actually, what's in it for us as the production team and the marketing team is that, well, actually, if your primary focus isn't the money. So as long as at first we took the money to cover our costs, that's okay. As long as everything's paid for. And on your end, you get the content to grow the brand, because if the brand grows, then there's lots of other stuff that happens, right? So like, there's some stuff to think about. Like, first of all, like I'm always up for like cool shit like this. I think that.
So we're done.
I mean, we can if you're going to agree to my next part. I think comedy is a great. It's very lucrative. I think, especially in digital content perspective, I think it's very lucrative. I think that's actually where your pitch needs to be refined, because the scalability is not in a bigger venue. Like, I mean, it could be if you got it to a point where it was a world tour level thing, you know, when you sold out 1,000 venues across the world, fine, sure.
Yeah.
You're making $100 million, fine, sure, I got it. But realistically, that's that is a huge deal to be able to do that.
Of course,
there has been those situations where someone like Matt Rife sells out the world tour in minutes, but 15 million followers.
That's more like a startup unicorn kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare that most people get to that level, and this doesn't mean you can't shoot for that, but that's not the norm.
I don't have those chicks bone.
I mean, he's a whole other ball game, but he was also one of the first to do put out crowd work content,
heavy,
and he did it, and he caught a wave.
Yeah, major wave.
Yeah. However, so that is one way, scale it that way. But actually, for me, the money, the scalability isn't in the event; it's in the content. The content's the valuable piece, because you can monetize content forever. Yeah. Comedy doesn't get old.
No.
You can still go watch Eddie Murphy's old stand-up routines and fucking crack
Absolutely,
up. You know? And they're, 40 years old now.
Yeah, the 80s.
The 80s. Yeah. So comedy never dies. It never gets old.
Yeah.
There's still so many clips on social media that came out in Facebook days, 2010 kind of days, that are still resurfacing now on TikTok.
Still going viral,
Still going viral. So actually, I think the scalability, if this was to work, is that the content is the valuable thing. Yeah. There's obviously the fact that YouTube would pay. That's one aspect. YouTube would pay ad revenue if you get it to the point where it does. The dating void that you know of ours, that's something like that does. You know. But then there's people licensing the content for different things. Okay. Or there are eventually you get it so big that every episode becomes a special. Yeah. You know, and then you sell the special to different TV networks or whatever. Yeah. That obviously takes a little bit higher production again. Yeah. You know, they look at that production being, it needs to be 6K, it needs to be certain criteria and blah, blah, blah to fit on TVs and whatnot. But that's fine. You're not going to get to that from day one anyway, so just deal with it when it comes to it. Yeah. So I actually think your pitch should be, for me, if I was to do it, I wouldn't really bank on the ticket revenue paying our costs. It might making us profit. It might make us save some money, pay the cost of production quite quickly. Yeah. But actually, we'll never profit it. It'll take years. Of course. You think about getting to selling out Sky City. You'd have to have a pretty big headline act quite quickly to get that sold out. Otherwise, you have to turn you into the big headline act, which just takes time. Of course. It can be there, but it just takes time. So it might take a year or so before you get to that point if you do it all right. And if you don't do it all right, it might take 3 years. You know what I mean? I don't think that's the case. I think there's enough headline acts in New Zealand that you could probably fill it out. I reckon the right people. Yeah, I think you could. But it will take some time for the show concept. But actually, when you scale up an event like that, the costs scale up too. That's true. They scale up massively. Yeah, venue hire. A venue hire of 100 person versus a Sky City is completely different, right? So actually, you end up with pretty similar profit margins. Yeah, right. Until you get to selling out Spark Arena. Sure. Something like that, or you're doing 7 shows a week.
Yeah, it's the multiple shows that really make you money.
That's really make you money, right? But actually, I think the long term play is owning the content. That's owning the show. Absolutely. So from an investor perspective for you, would you then own the show? Is that kind of the idea? I don't need to own the whole show. I mean, if you're going to give me the whole show, I wouldn't say no. But
well, I'm trying to, because I was just talking to Abdul about it. It's I'm only familiar with you guys through the Dating Void, and I've seen what you've done, and I've also seen the live show. So I feel like I've seen the whole production pipeline. Yeah. And I love it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why I've reached out to Laura and everything. Is the money, but obviously the Dating Void, I don't know if you mind talking about it, but the Dating Void, there is no money in the live show in terms of you guys don't do tickets. No. But the show is a product that then you guys sell. Yeah. Is that how that works?
Yeah, there's 2 parts to that for us. There is that the show at some point in time, the idea is that it's big enough that you can license it. You can sell the show. Or you have people wanting to sponsor the show. Yeah. And we've had that already where we've had alcohol sponsors sponsor the show because they can't advertise like normal brands can. No. So they advertise through us, placement and whatnot. So it gets monetized in that way, which means that we can We did start to sell tickets in the last 2 just to try to see what happened. Yeah, so we sold them out.
It's a good show.
Yeah, 80 tickets, 50 $50 a ticket.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was fine.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean it cost us about, we ran ads to do it and whatnot, and it was cool.
Sure.
we were able to sell out. That was easy for us to do, but
Yeah.
all that really covered was the wages on the night.
Yep.
Realistically, that's all it covered.
Yeah.
But then we got like 10 grand a sponsor, and then that's the profit.
Nice.
Because there's no extra work for that.
Yeah.
It's just we're making content anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to happen regardless, but now we're getting paid to do that content as well.
Yeah.
So that's the first bit. The second bit would be the content itself just gets paid for being played. You know, so YouTube pays you for it to be played. But long term, like it would be great if, say, like TVNZ or Netflix or someone was like, "Hey, can we like run your show? Can we take it off YouTube and we'll have it? We'll buy the rights off you."
Yeah.
That's great because I mean, wouldn't I say no to Netflix coming to the door? You know, like the budgets that they have.
Yeah.
So that's probably like the longer term play.
I see.
Then, as an event business itself, there is opportunity for it to scale. We do think it can scale. We tried once. We were going to take it to Australia. We didn't quite put the right effort in, and we only sold 60 tickets a show.
Right.
And we decided to pull it because there's a bunch of changes in our business. But I actually think we can do it. Take it to every city of the world.
Yeah.
It's really easy to be done now that we know how to, promote it and do it. So you could take it on a traveling show.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the reasons we didn't do it is we don't have the team to do that. Like Laura was never going to go run it around the world. She's got a partner here. She's not going to do that.
Right.
Abdel probably would have, but he couldn't probably do it on his own.
Yeah.
He needs support, and we didn't have the team.
Too lazy.
Yeah, probably. No, he just he's young, right? He's young, new to it.
Yeah.
Laura's a lot more experienced in his lead. So we need someone strong like Laura, who was willing to be on the road for the whole year essentially. Because if you can do it, you just don't stop.
Yeah.
You just don't stop. You just go city to city to city and run every week. Run 3 shows in the city.
Gain momentum.
Just gain momentum. Keep going, right? Just have a whole team that pushes it out.
Yeah, man.
So I think that's something for Dating Void: sponsorships and then selling the content.
Okay.
But the value to me is the asset, not all that revenue. All it does, it gives me the ammunition to go to someone else and say, "Do you want to buy my whole show off me?"
Yeah.
And someone comes along and says, "I'll give you $3 million for the whole show."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, cool, it's yours. I don't own it anymore. You take it over.
Yeah.
Give me my money. I'm out."
I understand.
So that's where, for me, and what you're pitching, that's way more lucrative.
Yeah.
Because if I invest time over 3 to 5 years, and we build this thing, and then someone comes along and says, "Hey, can we take the show? $5 million?" Yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Mm-hmm.
That's way better, right? Then all this other money is good, but you got to work for it. You got to work your ass off for it.
For sure, yeah.
Once you've done the work, and then someone comes along and goes, "Okay, here's a couple mil. Can I have your show?" And that's the best, right?
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
And so that's where I would say the value for me is long term. Is like you're getting ownership in the show itself.
Yeah.
As well as having access to the revenue to pay costs as we go through. And like, it's always nice for all of us to make a little bit of profit on the side.
For sure,
but that you gotta understand when you're first doing that, there's no profit being made. Mostly cost.
Oh yeah.
Mostly cost for especially when you first start going hard into it. It's probably a year before you're probably losing money for a year.
Yeah.
I'd probably lose money for a year.
Right.
You know, in terms of production.
Sure, editors and
I'd probably lose money for a year, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, because if you believe in the idea, then you know that it could work long term.
Yeah.
The other way that I make money off Dating Void and something like this is that people know we do it.
Yes.
And then we sell that to other businesses who want to do it, right? Like not necessarily selling a comedy show, but selling social media services or creative solutions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So people know we do Dating Void, and like the type of demographic we work with, marketing managers, they're the type of people who are on Dating Void anyway. Yeah. So they come into the show and they see us. And right. Like, "Oh man, you guys are so much fun. Like, I'd love to work with you guys." Yeah. So they bring their business to us as well. Yeah. As a marketing manager. So we actually like, the reason I've probably spent, I don't know, way too much money, maybe 400 grand on Dating Void.
Oh wow.
And we've probably generated 30 grand.
Right.
But from that 400 grand I spent and then the 30 grand that I've generated in direct revenue, I've probably had 3 or 4 clients come direct from it. Yeah. I mean, that's probably 600K, something like
Right,
that.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
And if I continue to do it, that number will only get, the sponsorship number will only grow, and then the revenue that comes in from it will only grow as well.
Yeah.
It also gives us the confidence to go to one of our big clients and be like, do you want to run a big show? Like, you could do something like this.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
We can go to like One New Zealand and be like, hey, we should do a cool fucking show. And we've done some big productions with them that they've and been able to sell in those productions, and they've been confident because they're like, oh yeah, we've seen what you did with the Dating Void. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they see something with the comedy world, it's the same thing. Like, so there's lots of ways I do it.
Yeah, yeah.
That only helps me if I own the show as well.
Yeah.
You know, part owner of the show. So that's actually the pitch that you're trying to sell, actually.
Yeah.
To someone like me or any investor.
Okay.
You're going to them. Like, there's promoter investors who just want ticket sales.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother business model.
Yeah.
Those people, but they don't want to do production. They
No.
just want to do promotion.
Of course, yeah.
Fill the event. For someone who you're going to get to be like a marketing partner, you're actually asking them to be a business partner. And so the business is actually the show.
The show.
As an asset, not
Yeah.
a show as a show.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
So that's what I'd so first of all, if I was to say to you,
Yeah.
I'd want to, and whatever that negotiation is I'd want to own a portion of the show.
Yep.
I'd want to have access to the financials to pay all costs, so we're all like, you know,
Of course,
we
yeah.
all were okay. We're all losing the same amount of money. Let's put it that way. We're all losing the same amount.
Yeah, but
up until the point where we're all breaking even, and then ideally making a little profit off it.
sure.
But we're all benefiting from the uplift. Like if your actual goal is to benefit from the uplift
Yeah.
of the brand,
Yeah.
well, I want that too, right? Because
Oh,
we both
no, of
know
course.
that's the right thing.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'd play.
Yeah.
When it comes to cost and deliverables and what we would have to do, it's actually quite a lot.
Okay. I was hoping you'd say it's nothing.
Yeah. It seems like it's nothing.
Yeah.
The Dating Void taught us it is a lot.
Because in my head, I was like, we already got the cameras.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, eh? Like,
Is it like human labor cost?
yeah. I assumed it's human labor and ad spend.
Ad spend on...
to fill the tickets. You might not need
Yeah.
to always, but
Mm.
you don't want to hope you sell all the tickets.
No, of
you want to
course.
guarantee you do.
Right.
Nothing worse than a half-empty crowd.
Yeah.
You know, especially in comedy.
Oh,
like even worse.
Listen, I can tell you some I can tell some stories.
Yeah, you can tell me some stories, I'm sure. So I actually didn't think it would cost that much to produce Dating Void. I was like, this is easy. We'll just do it, put up
Yeah.
some stuff, and we'll just turn up on the night, film some shit, make some
Yeah.
fun clips. I thought easy. Probably like what you're thinking. Like, yeah, put up some cameras, film it, and then just some editing. Right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
easy. And then Laura like started to deliver it for me, and I realized how much actually goes into the pre-production. First of all,
Yeah.
there's actually a lot of effort going into it, and you might put on like bring everyone together, but there's a lot that goes into like marketing and advertising that, and like
Yeah.
managing all the relationships and all the different people, because that is something as a part of the crew would be part of as well, and trying to make sure it all happens the way we need it to be. And there's
Yeah.
there's a bunch of content in the leading up to the event.
That is true, yeah.
Right? There's so much about it. Like
Yeah.
that's a great story too. Like trying to build this together. That's even from a it might not be the funny stuff, but it gets a whole nother audience who watches you build it.
Yeah, they're
and
invested in the
they're
journey.
invested in it.
Yeah.
So they actually you end up realizing the scope starts to grow all of a sudden. You're not just filming on the night, you're filming every other day about some content.
Right.
So that's the first bit. Then on the night, you would expect that like you take two cameras, you put them on, flick record, and then just leave it.
Yeah.
But like you for a venue, for an event like that, because you can't say cut, go again.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to have every camera manned,
That's
every
true.
mic manned,
Every mic, yeah.
everything has to be taken
That
care of.
is
There has to
true.
be a production manager.
Yep.
Because if you don't get the shot, you don't get a shot.
Yeah,
you
you
just
can't.
lost it.
You can't do that.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
You have to get it. There has to be redundant microphones, redundant
Yes,
cameras.
yes.
You only need two camera angles, but you need a third just in case one camera's
Fair.
the whole. Like there is times where this camera or
Yeah.
one of these cameras, the SD card in it
Oh,
after an interview,
yeah.
just fails.
I'll crack up.
Like
It's okay. It's my camera, so it's fine.
yeah,
As long as it's got on
hopefully,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of them don't, but that just happens, right?
Of
so you have to
course.
have redundancy and stuff and things like that. It's a little less in a podcast like this. It's a little less important because we can just be like, oh, let's just shoot it again. kind
Yeah.
of thing. But you can't get 100 people back to the venue to do a
No.
whole thing.
That's the thing about comedy. It's a moment.
It's a moment. So that actually ends up being like, instead of just 2 cameras and a person pushing play, you end up all of a sudden have blown out to 6 people on the night. 7 people on night running this whole production. 6, 7 people working after hours for like, they're probably there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because set up, done, pack down, put everything back. Now suddenly there's like 30 hours worth of work kind of thing. So already there's like $1,500 in wages.
Right.
Just gone. Like just on the night. Yeah. And then now you've got 3 cameras, audio and everything. So now your post-production editing of just doing some editing is now like, oh, fuck, now I've got a multi-camera timeline and all this stuff. So it actually ends up blowing out a lot. Yeah. Now, that's not to say you could do it cheaper. And if you wanted to just like, fuck, let's just try. Yeah. Just do something. Put on a event. Don't go overboard. Just get it going. Yeah. Yeah, you could wing it. And if you miss some of the audio, fuck, who cares? You still had a good show, whatever, but you could trial it. So you don't have to start there. Yeah. And you can sort of wing it, but actually, like, if you're going to do this properly and get someone like us to come in, why would you do it half-ass?
No, of course.
You've already split it. So it ends up costing like anywhere from like 10 to 20 grand.
Just to produce the event.
Yeah. Crazy. Just in hard labor cost.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's a different thing in like your comic world or creator world, is that so much of it's done in sweat equity. Like, you know, you do a lot of things to get a show going just with your time. Yeah. But you don't have to pay yourself a salary to do that. Yeah. You know, you just do it. Yeah. You just post up your social media things. When it's us, it's like, like she doesn't get to sit there for free. Like, I have to pay her to sit there. Yeah. You know, I have to pay the guys everywhere. I have to pay the guys just to send emails. I know. You know, like you don't pay yourself to send an email. You just hope that email gets you a gig, or you know what I mean. And that's the hardest thing when you get into this sort of arrangement. So I'm saying those sorts of things because I think, one, for your pitch, but also for anyone listening, like when you pitch stuff like that, when you're a creator or a solo business person or a comic or something, you run like a freelancer. Mm-hmm. And freelancers can do what they have to do to get the job done. Yeah. And that's awesome. I love that world because you're kind of your own world, your own boss, your own man, do what you need to do. As soon as you go in and go, okay, now let's bring in the company to do this bit. Yeah. The company's like, I just paid $90,000 of payroll tax yesterday. Yeah. Like, you know, like there's other things that get involved. Yeah. Which all that's to say is, okay, cool. So now it's probably going to cost more than we thought it was. But I actually think there's a bigger upside than we thought it was too. Mm-hmm. So originally you thought, oh yeah, there's ticket sales. Yeah. And I'm saying, there's way more in that long term. Yeah. And you're saying, oh yeah, a couple of cameras. And I'm saying, it's way more than that. So they actually kind of balanced. Okay. So I think that, like, it might have sounded quite negative what I just went through, but actually, like, it's almost worth it. Like, if it was just ticket sales, I would have said
it's not worth it.
Fuck, mate, like, it's not even close.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
But actually, I think if you think about the business problem a little bit differently, there's so much more in that business. You get it right. And actually, like, where I'd really think the benefit for me is someone like you, it would be saying to you, look, it's your show. We own part of that show with you. But actually, the fastest money that's going to come from this is you getting a Netflix special. Mm-hmm. That's actually where the biggest money will come from next, right? So that's the thing you really, like, our team really wants to be part of. And we don't necessarily have to own you or manage you, but, like, there would be some clause or something to say if that happens within a time period and someone comes, there is a monetization for us in that equation. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense. Is it that we partners in the specials? We got at least your first special. You know, we help you produce it, and there's a thing. So there's like all those little things that like make the deal work for everyone. If that's the case, then I'm keen to have a chat properly about how do we actually roll it out. Yeah. We iron out what I get. Yeah. We iron out what it's actually going to cost and what it's going to look like, and then we iron out, okay, well, fuck, how do we do the first one? Yeah. So if you think about the first one then, so let's pretend. Probably not on camera going to organise those deals because that's a lot more. I have to think about it properly, but we do that. But now, like, let's think about the first show. Okay. Like, tell me the dream on the first show. Who do?
That's the dream.
That's the dream, right? I think it was maybe my nephew who just walked in. Fuck it out. I think pitch me on the dream of that first show. Who are the people? How do you make it big? How do you make the first one a banger?
Yeah. Well, I've already done it.
Okay, cool.
In a theory, I've already done it, and I got so locked into what you were saying for a second. I was like, "Oh, you pitching me?" Yeah, sure, because I'm keen, dude. You want to do it? It's so I've done it. So the first one I had is it was about 2 years ago in the comedy festival.
Yeah.
So almost actually a year and a bit ago. There was a comedy festival coming up.
Yeah.
I was like, there is no fun show in the festival,
Yeah.
like a show where comic can just have fun. It's like, let's bring it, let's do the riffing show.
Yeah.
So the way we do the show, that's different than other shows, I guess, because you want to give it your own little spin. What we have is we have a box on stage. Before the show, we walk around, people put their little suggestions. It could be anything. It could be a story, it could be a picture, it could be a word. And then comics pull out of that. So that's how we do it. That's how people get really invested. People in the audience are really invested. They're like, oh, is this my thing he's going to pull up next? So that's kind of the cool thing. And also there's the thing of like, I guess the hook online is like, is someone holding a piece of paper? You're like, what's on that piece of paper? Like, you know what I mean? So there is that thing of like, what's going to happen?
Okay.
So, and I was like, okay, so we're going to do this show. This is the concept. Now, how we're going to make it an event? Because like you said, it's, you need headliners, right? You need headliners. So I did the show. I did 2 shows in the comedy festival, and I basically pulled every big comic I could think of. You know, I had we had crazy lineups. We had like Guy Montgomery, Guy Williams, Ray O'Leary, David Correos, Bernie Stan, like some of the bigger comics.
Cool.
And it was like the one line. It was like a dream lineup.
Yeah.
And then they all came out. I mean, they smashed it. It was crazy.
Yeah, nice.
In terms of and like the. In terms of like the show, it's like it's a high energy show. I don't know if you've been to comedy shows. Like some of them, it's like meandering, but like this is like a high level, high octane, like high stakes kind of show. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So so that's the show. We did at Basement Theater, which I think is one of the better venues to do it in, which is about 100 seater. Yeah. You pack it in, and that's. I don't know if I answered your question, to be honest.
You did kind of.
I can give you more details.
You did kind of, and I think probably where I'm going is let's say we agree to all these terms. Yeah. Straight away. Yeah. When do we do the first one? How do we do it? What do we need to do? What are the logistics of getting that first one done? Like I've just said, yep, cool, we've agreed. Okay.
It's not too hard, to be honest, because I've done it. So I know what goes into it. Yeah. I know you get 8 comics. I will book 8 comics. Like I will do all of that. So I go in. Let's say you give me a date. You're like, okay, August 1st, we're doing the first show. Yeah. I reach out to, I make a list, top 16 comics I want. I reach to the top 8. Yeah. You know, he says no, I move to the next one. Cool. We lock it in. Yep. I make a poster, or they have a poster in place and stuff. Then I just basically run some Facebook ads. Historically, it has worked. Yep. Like historically, every show is sold out. Yep. So there is that. Cool. In terms of venue hire, again, I've already had existing relationships with all the venues. I mean, I know you guys have existing relationships with COVID Theater, which is also like another nice space. I would say, Basement is a nice space. That place is a nice space. There's another guy, there's a comic called Kevin Passman. He's got like his own comedy club that he's kind of starting. It's not really up and running yet. They're still waiting for like a liquor license, but it's a very nice venue. So like that's another option, and that could be like a lower cost kind of thing as well. Yeah, cool. So you book the comics, book the venue, run the ads. I don't see it not selling out, to be honest. Yeah. And then it's just locked in, and that's all it is. Like I think comedy in terms of like a live event is pretty simple. Yeah. You don't really have to do with the comics. No. Like they're just like, give me a time and a place and what it is, and they'll just show up. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Who do you think's the comics that you'd pull for this one?
For this one?
If you're going to film it.
Yeah.
First filming one.
Yeah. I will just, if it's filmed.
Yeah, who would you want if like, you could have anyone?
Well, because it's filmed, it's like a game changer almost, because people are like, oh, I could have some clips. Yeah. I mean, I will just reach out to the biggest, best comics that I know that are good at riffing. So, you pull up a Guy Montgomery, Guy Williams, Pax Asadi. Like this is like the big head one. You put like a bunch of improviser people. Like you try to get like a Brinley Stan, Cora Forrester. You also, I think what I've been trying to do is like I try to get social media people who are interested in comedy to do it, because they already have a huge fan base online. So there's a few people that are just getting in, but I'm like, you chuck them on, you let them, off the top of my head, the new people coming in is like Theo Shakes, which you've met. I've watched the episode. Theo's good. Harrison Keefe is another guy coming in. There's a bunch of radio guys that are interested in it. Sean Hill, Dan, I forgot his last name. There's the Chris from the Hierarchy Show. Like these are guys with a platform, with social media, and they're dabbling into stand up.
Yeah.
So you bring all those people in, you know. So you bring like people from different areas in as well, which is interesting. Like you try and get like exposure on that level. Because I know there's the whole thing of like you're trying to leverage their social media for your social media, which of course it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So that's the first show. It's like a mix of like a couple radio, a couple big time comics, a couple social media guys.
Yeah.
And that's basically the show. And like I said, it's I could be speaking out of pocket here, but like I don't think comics are interested in getting paid, especially if you're building something where they can see that it has potential in the future to actually benefit the community and themselves as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, like, you know, if you leverage a brand like ours as well, you're also saying to them, like, I mean, our Taz brand's probably bigger than most of the comics in New Zealand anyway. So you're saying, look, you don't just get clips, you actually get it boosted by us.
Absolutely.
As well. So there's a lot of good stuff out of it. So there's a lot of thing. Okay, so we pick a date, you book it all, we turn up and film.
Yeah.
We make a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
We see how it goes. And then if it goes well, that's a pilot.
That's a pilot.
So why don't we say this then? Why don't we say we do that?
Yeah.
Taz owns the content and all the comics who participate have free licensing of it.
Yeah.
For in perpetuity. They can use it as much as they want.
Of course.
But we own the content.
Okay.
On the first time. And we just keep it simple for the first one. With the intention that the second one or anything on from that is based on a brand and asset ownership model where we share the ownership of the potential brand of like whatever the show is called or whatever. But before you before you get married, you want to date a little bit. You want to date a little bit. So why don't we do this? Why don't we say that we agree to go? I'll come back with a date that works in our workflow and what we can actually commit to.
Of course.
And then we say, and then you go, cool. Well, and then I'll fill it. I'll get the comics.
Yeah.
Together we fill it.
Yeah.
You know, we can help you do all the ad and the marketing. That's easy because that's what we do.
Sure.
We come and produce. And then afterwards, we've got a bunch of content we can roll out and see what happens.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Of course. Hell yeah. And it's on camera, so now you're...
There he is. Done, man.
I guess you cut that out of the final podcast.
Delete that bit. No, let's do it.
Okay, man.
I'm serious.
Oh, dude, that's...
Yeah, we'll do it. Let's not make a big deal about it. Like, it might be shit.
Yeah.
But it also might be fucking cool as.
I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I do too. I wouldn't do it otherwise. But like, I might do it once and then go, fuck, this is too expensive for me to do.
Of course, yeah.
Can't work in our priority.
Yeah.
But I have an idea that like, I know it will go off, and I know with you and the other comics you've sort of suggested pushing it as well, plus an ad platform.
Yeah.
You'd fill it, no worries. Like that's 100 seats. I mean, if I can fucking fill the dating void, which is a fucking outrageous and fucking stupid show.
It's a fun show.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But you don't know that looking in from the outside. No. You just think, what the fuck is this? If I can fill that of something that people don't know.
Yeah, with no name recognition. Yeah.
You can fill something that with people who do know.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about that. And then the production side of it, like I just go to the team and I say, hey, who's keen to give this a hand? And like, we'll manage our hours and make sure we can fit it within the normal workload of the business. But honestly, like as a business, like this is the stuff we love to do. Like we actually work as hard as we do so we can do this sort of stuff. Right. Because this is the fun stuff. Yeah. Like, look, making content for our clients is like fine, but they know, and we're pretty honest with them that
it's
like,
work.
It's work.
It's work.
It's work. It's for your benefit, not for ours. The benefit to us is that you pay us so we can come and do this cool shit. All right. That's it, man. You know, that's already been like 50 minutes.
Has it really?
Yeah.
So you've been talking a lot.
I've been talking
I've been listening.
Yeah. I had to question you because like, I'm like, how do we scale this? And you're like, just do a bigger one.
Well, to be honest...
I was like, yeah, mate, that's not scale.
Like, this guy is underprepared.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking on it from a digital footprint kind of thing. I was like, no, surely the brand is the value. Yeah. But when you said how you scale it, I was like, oh, does it mean like actual ticket revenue? That's where I was confused. Because in my head, I was like, surely the the social media brand is what you want. You want the YouTube, TikTok, Instagram clips. That's what I would assume is the value.
Yeah.
And you brought up the license into a TV thing.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, because TVNZ, I mean TV in New Zealand is whatever, but TVNZ Plus occasionally like they kind of commission like those 6-part, 8-part comedy shows.
Yeah.
And in the excuse me, in the past, there was a improv show called Snort. I don't know if you're familiar with what that is, but it was like an improvised show every Friday. It's basement theater, sell out every.
Yeah.
It had like the craziest cast like ever.
Yeah.
And eventually like they kind of licensed it to a TV thing.
Yeah.
And but they had to come in. It's like a nightmare to shoot because it's like it's improv and it's. I mean, whatever. It's like I think it's the most nightmare situation to try and shoot.
Yeah.
Stand up is incredibly simple. Like it's just a person.
Yeah.
One mic. You know what I mean? Like improv, you have all these different people have to be mic. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you have something like that, that's a product. I genuinely think it's very sellable to a TV station who will just be like, oh yeah, like you already know what you're doing. Like we just got to film it a couple of times.
I agree. I think actually even just doing this first one with you before we put it anywhere, you just send it. You just send it in and be like, you want to buy this?
Yeah.
Fuck, if they gave us 10 grand, you just take
That's what I'm saying.
You just take 10 grand from the first one. I mean, if you're listening to TVNZ, fuck off. It's 100 grand. But you know what I mean? Like you just try. Because you sell one, you'll sell a second one.
Yes.
And because if we can then say to them, you can have the long form, but we have all the clips still.
Yeah.
We push it out. That clip drives you people watching the thing you just bought off us anyway.
Yeah.
They want that. We want that.
Yeah.
And then it means that the second one you can sell for more. So I think that is probably like the most viable thing. Comedy is something that all the traditional media understand.
Yeah.
They get it.
Of course.
You know, whereas like say our content, which might get 10 million views on a piece of content, no TV's going to buy it.
No.
There's no way. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They don't know how to do anything with it.
Yeah.
But a comedy show, they know how to work with that.
Yeah.
That's something that works inside their system, even if it is shot in a way that's not quite, the really slick, typical comedy shows.
Yeah.
They still don't mind these, like you said, the improv style or a bit more of a I wouldn't say amateur is the right word, but like not a full-on professional production.
Not a 1 hour stand-up special. Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. That's why for me, owning the content, especially in this initial instance, is where the value is. Like I don't have to take ticket sales. I'm okay. All I'd want from ticket sales is if we ran ads to pay the ad spend.
Of course.
Because that's a hard cost. I'd front all the production team on the night if I can own the content.
Yeah.
And then that's a real isolated fair trade.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still have licensing for all the short clips. You can use all the content. Like I'm happy to go to all the comics and say, here's also all the raw footage if you want it as well to cut it your way.
Oh yeah.
I just own the license for it, so you can't sell it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
You just do that because then that way we can sell it, and if we do find some money,
No,
the only reason I would want to do that is I would try to shop it around. Because like I said, you sell it once, we can sell it twice, and then now you and I have got a real idea of how we grow this.
Yeah, because I think we're in the same mindset, which is like, if you sell it to a TV, like that's nice, of course, because you get the money, but it's not valuable because no one's gonna see it essentially.
Yeah.
Like the online clips is what I really want. Is what I really want.
Yeah. You only sell them the long form.
Yes.
You only sell them the long form. The special.
Yeah.
You keep everything else to promote it and whatever. You just won't be able to for a period of time post the long form anywhere.
Yes.
Kind of like we work with 660, and so a lot of their like documentaries and things that they've done, they've sold to TVNZ and whatever, they have only just recently got the rights back to them.
I see.
Because they had sold them for 3 years or whatever it was. Right. And so now we're like cutting them up and putting them onto YouTube because now they can post it themselves.
Okay.
So if we were to do this, you'd sell it to TVNZ or whoever it might be.
Yeah.
You don't have access to use the long form for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But you don't sell them. You would definitely retain the rights to do the shorts.
Yeah.
And there'll be clauses to it that they'll say like each clip can't be over a certain piece.
Right,
you can only release X percentage of whatever. There'll be some clauses because they'll be like, wow, you could just do 61-minute clips and then everyone watches it in pieces.
Yeah.
But you work with them to figure it out and make it work. And if they try to ask for too much, you just say, oh, like, it's not worth it. The clips are worth more than us than the 10K you're going to give us or whatever it might be, they won't pay you much initially.
Of course.
TVNZ's got no money.
Yeah.
They're all broke.
They do not. Yeah.
Nah, they're all broke.
Yeah.
So 10 grand would probably be the most you can get out of them for the first one, but that's fine. That's okay. 10K is like, cool, I covered my costs.
Whatever, as long as you're not losing money almost for a
At least you've got a proven model, you can sell it. Yeah. That's all you want. And if the clips start going viral, then you go to the other countries. You go to Australia and you say, hey, this clip's done 20 million views in your country.
Sure.
Does your network want to buy it?
Yeah.
Because at the moment, only New Zealand's network will probably buy it because it's Kiwi comics. Yeah. But then once you have the data on your social media to say, no, like 50% of our viewership's actually in Sydney.
Sure.
Well, shit, they might buy it now because it's something that they can prove. Yeah. But you just play that by ear. Cool, man.
Awesome.
Done.
All done.
Successful pitch. How do you feel?
Oh, yeah. I mean, could not have gone worse for me, but the outcome was good.
Nah, you did good. It's a good idea. I know when you reached out and I said to Laura, fuck, let's just do it live on a podcast. It'll be fun anyway. Yeah. And actually, technically, it works as some of the advertisement for the event itself, right? But I was like, I've always said to the team, like, comics, they are such a massive part of pop culture and of content in general. Always have been, always will be. Yeah. We are stupid not to align ourselves with comics, but also learn from them. Because comics, like, there's a trick to, I mean, you would know, but like comedy is like one of those art forms that are actually like one of the truest forms of entertainment. Yeah. Like they just are. It's like kind of like that, and musicals and different things are like these true forms of art form that like you have to be fucking on point to be successful in it.
Oh yeah.
To be successful in it. Yeah. Whereas like a content creator, like you don't have to be on point to be a good
can get lucky.
You can get lucky.
Yeah.
You can't get lucky as a comic.
Nah, not consistently.
Nah, not consistently. You can have one viral clip.
That's right.
It doesn't work. You got to keep showing up.
Always.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey, pleasure. Deal's done.
Sure, bro. Appreciate it.
Cool, man.